Hi everyone, I'm Arwani and welcome to another episode of Personal Development for Professionals. I hope you've all been doing good since our last episode and you have, maybe tried to implement some of the things that we spoke about. Today's topic, or rather this week's topic, is going to be quite a simple one, quite a straightforward one. So, you remember sometime last year I did a video on running your own race. So I basically want to talk about that today, but now bringing it to the professional context, bringing it to how it would affect a professional. And maybe before I get into it, I just want to remind all you other professionals out there, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that we can continue this journey together. Just a reminder, the main purpose of this journey, the main purpose of me doing these videos is I would like to see this year, 2022, I would like everyone that is a part of this community to hit their career goals, to achieve what it is that they want to do with regards to their career, whether be it to get a promotion, be it to develop a new skill, be it to move into a different department. But my goal is to ensure that everyone who is a part of this community should at least see some significant improvement in their professional lives and in their career. So with that being said, I hope you do go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and not forgetting to tap on the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video, of which I intend to do weekly. Well, yeah, thanks. With that out of the way, so running your own race, what does that mean? What does that mean to a professional like you? Um, I think in my career, okay, I'm currently in the mining industry, by the way, for those that don't know. So throughout my career, there's one thing that really stuck out for me. Very early in my career, also like recently, I saw that most times it happens, maybe not even intentionally, that you find yourself comparing, that you find yourself comparing your progress to that of former classmates, comparing your progress to that of your former colleagues, people that you grew up with. And I'm talking about progress in your career, whereby you might find that maybe someone that you went to university with, or someone that you went to high school with, is now progressing at a quicker rate than yourself, or someone that you started your career with has now progressed at a quicker rate than yourself. I must admit, once you find yourself in that situation, it sometimes gets discouraging. Once you find yourself in that situation, I mean, it's only normal to feel down. It's only normal to feel like maybe things are not happening for you. And sometimes when we find ourselves in that situation, we end up making drastic decisions. Like maybe it's time for me to leave the company that I'm currently working in, or maybe it's time for me to stop this business and start a new business. Because if I'm not where the other person is, then maybe I'm not making progress. Then maybe my business or my career is I'm in the wrong career or doing the wrong business. Well, I'm here to change that mindset. I'm here to change that belief. I'm here to say, you know what, guys, in this life, we are each running our own race. It's your race, your rules, your timeline. Your progress shouldn't be determined by anyone else by yourself. And which is why when I started the series this year, personal development for professionals, the first thing that I've asked for you to do is to write down a list of your goals, things that you want to achieve this year. Now, the reason why I started off with that is I want you to design your own race. This race is yours. It plays by your rules, nobody else. So I want to say, I feel like saying, let me discourage you from comparing yourselves to other people, but not fully. But for now, I'd say in the early stages of our program, for now, let's step away from comparing ourselves to our colleagues, to our friends and everyone else that may be doing a similar thing that we're doing, and then focus all your attention on yourself, designing your own race. Say, this is what I want to achieve this year. So this is what it means. So if I have set myself to okay, simple goal, I would like to increase my income, say by 10% this year. So in order for me to do that, if I'm in the, if you are working in the sales in a sales environment, then it may mean that maybe you have to do more sales, and that's the skill that you would have to improve, or make more bonus, or whatever that you need to do to ensure that you get that 10% increase in your income. So that is your own race. So you shouldn't feel demotivated if you do get that 10%, but then the guy next to you got a 50% increase. You shouldn't feel demotivated. You shouldn't feel demotivated if by June you have only managed to do 6% out of the 10% that you set yourself to do, but someone that you went to school with has already done more than, I don't know, they've done 100%. They've totally doubled their income. So what I'm trying to say is, the goals that you have set for yourself are yours. And don't set goals based on what other people are doing, because you'll just end up frustrating yourself. You don't know how the next person is doing whatever that they're doing faster. And also, on the same breath, you may have set a goal for yourself, still on the same goal of a 10% increase in income for the year. And then you find that come November, you have done 8% instead of the 10%. But there's a colleague of yours who struggled so much and they only managed to do 2%. That shouldn't be a license for you to feel good about yourself, to say, you know what, at least I did 8. My counterpart has only done 2. It doesn't mean that you have done well or you have done poorly, because their race is not your race. Your success is not determined by how well or poorly the next person has done. So it applies both ways. If the people around you are doing better than you, or they are doing worse than you. So it's not about them, it's about you. It's about your own race. So if you fail to design your own race, if you fail to list the things that you want and be specific about it, so that you can track yourself against those things, against those goals, then you open up yourself for such comparisons. You'll be so vulnerable to comparisons because you have nothing to gauge yourself on. If you haven't set your own rules, if you haven't set your own goals, then you'll compare yourself based on other people's goals, and you don't want to find yourself in that situation. You'll be frustrated most of the time, or you think you're doing well, where else you're actually selling yourself short. So if you haven't watched the video on goals, I will put up a link. I'll put up a link on the comment section, then you can just click on that, so that you can also have a look at that video to help you in terms of setting goals for this year. But if you have already set your goals, then perfect, that's great. You have already done the first most important thing, that it's gonna prevent you from looking at your neighbor in terms of checking how far you have come. Let's get one thing clear. Progress is relative to effort, or at least that has been my experience. Progress is relative to effort. So the more progress that you want for your life or your career or your profession, you need to understand that you need to be ready to put in a lot more effort. So more effort, more progress. More effort, more progress. We'll go more into that in future, because the effort has to be relevant. It's not just it needs to be relevant, it needs to be focused. But in general, more effort is more progress. So you can't want more, but you're only willing to do less. Then you are watching the wrong video. That's not what I'm going to be discussing here. How to do less and get more. So your progress will always be relative to your effort. So when you have set high goals for yourself, understand that you're going to have to put in a lot more effort relative to what you want. So please always remember, the race is yours. Run your own race. Run your own race. Do not discourage yourself by looking at your neighbor. Run your own race. Understand what it is that you can do. Understand what it is that you cannot do. And then write down what you want to achieve and stick to that. Look at that. One thing that keeps me going is I aim to be a better individual tomorrow than I was yesterday. I aim to be a better person tomorrow than I was yesterday. I aim to be a better mining engineer tomorrow than I was yesterday. So in other words, for me, my only competition is me. I compare myself to me. So I compare Arwani to Arwani. I don't know if that makes sense to you. And I would encourage you to do the same. Compare yourself to yourself and start to monitor, is there progress in your life relative to you, relative to where you were, like where you are now relative to where you were. Have you taken steps forward or have you taken steps back? And that will always help you to determine where you need to make changes, where you need to make changes, where you need to put extra effort so that you can keep making that progress. So yeah, I really believe that the fact that you are watching this, you really wanna improve your professional life. You really wanna see that improvement in your career. You really wanna go out there and achieve those goals. And I'm happy you're watching it. I'm happy I could be one of the people that can assist you in achieving those goals. So the one thing that I'm asking from you is stop comparing yourself to other people, but compare yourself to yourself. Write down your own goals and chase after those goals, regardless of what the people around you are doing. Okay, that's all that I wanted to share. I don't want to overshare and overwhelm you with information. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if the video was useful to you, it can definitely be useful to somebody else. And I'm asking that, please share the video with anyone close to you, be it a friend, a colleague, any other professional that you may know, so that we can go through this journey together, grow our community, help each other reach our career goals. I truly believe 2022 is going to be an amazing year. It has already started off as an amazing year, and I'm pretty sure it's going to end as an amazing year for everyone. And I'm talking about in our professional lives, in our careers. And one more thing, please send through your comments. The more you comment, the more we interact, the more we can make this work for us. The more I can improve the channel, the more I can touch on subjects that are relative to you. So share with me under the comments, what are the things that you'd like to see me talk about with regards to careers. What are the things that are challenging you, so that we can spend more time on such things. And I hope to be seeing more and more of you and others that will join from your referrals. And yes, that's it from me. See you guys again next week. Thank you.